it's Jay Sheldon from the I'm Not Wearing Pants podcast. When you're done listening to this great podcast, why not stop by and check out I'm Not Wearing Pants? We chat about things I find on the net that amuse, inspire, or even tick me off. And we read books, too. You'll find me on whatever platform you're listening to this amazing podcast right now. I'm Not Wearing Pants. I'll see you there.
Hey, everybody. Okay, I am finally back. Finally, yeah. What's it been? 2 weeks now? I know my weekly podcast is kind of going by the wayside, but I have a good excuse for that. My husband is still recovering from the COVID after effects. And if you listen to the last podcast, you know what all that entails. So we've been doctoring and physical therapying? Yeah, maybe that's a word. I don't know. We'll make it one, right? Anyway, so we've been busy with that, and I have been, quite honestly, I have been overwhelmed and exhausted. So I might get a little real here. Overwhelmed and exhausted both physically and mentally. Physically because, I had COVID myself and my stamina is still not that great. So I'm still dealing with that and trying to figure out how my life is how to get some energy back in my life, maybe, I guess. I don't know. But I have done some things to help alleviate that a little bit. I have 2 small businesses that I run, and I actually turned off ordering for those temporarily just to give myself a break, time to recoup and figure out my life from here on out, I guess. And I also did something I have never done. I had some cleaners, some people that clean houses come over, and they are to check out my house, and they are actually going to come on Tuesday and clean my house for me because I just can't come up. Can't come up? No, I can't keep up between taking care of my husband Tom and keeping up with everything. I have just, we had sons and daughter come down and help us for a while, and I honestly still have not got the spare bathrooms cleaned from when they were here, and I just feel, like I said, overwhelmed. I have never been so not lax. It's not lax. I'm not being lax. I have never been so behind on cleaning, I guess, and it is just driving me crazy. And so I broke down and made the decision to let somebody come in and take care of it for me. So that's another weight off my mind. And I have a bunch of honeydews. My little list of well, maybe it's not a little list. My list of honeydews that Tom was going to do for me when we came back from our vacation that now he's not able to do, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that. So I know some of them I can do myself. Some of them I can't, so I may hire a handyman. But today he told me, don't let the handyman do everything because he still wants to have something. So I will do my best with that. We see a pulmonologist on Wednesday, so we will wait until after that and we can see what he says as far as prognosis and, hopefully prayers, good vibes, and all that stuff. There will be stuff that Tom will still be able to do once he's out of this for a little while. And emotionally, I said I was emotionally drained too. This is very taxing, I guess. I've lost my mom and my dad, and I've also lost a son. So, yeah, a lot. Well, I don't even know what to say about that, my husband is doing good. He just has trouble when he gets up and walks. He loses his oxygen. So, I'm not, okay, back up. I am not saying he's going to die. I am not saying that at all. I'm just saying I am just overwhelmed with everything. I've been through this stuff before, especially with my son. And we'll see if we talk about that this podcast. That might be for another podcast, having lost my son. But emotionally, yeah, it's just a lot. And, taking care of Tom when he can't, when he loses his breath just to go to the bathroom, I just want to do all I can for him and help keeping him comfortable. So there's that. Okay, we are not talking about COVID anymore. Yeah, this is my getaway. I've decided that my podcast is my therapy. I can come in here and talk. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I might get in trouble for something I say. I don't know. I try not to be political. I try not to be controversial. Sometimes that might not go, but I try. But I was thinking the other day that I let what other people do bother me too much. And it's stupid stuff. Like, I've noticed the neighbors across the street partially park on their grass. Like, one set of tires is off the driveway and on their grass. And it drives me bonkers. But why? I don't know why. And then I have somebody I know that has still wearing the same hairstyle since the 80s. Maybe early 90s. I don't know. And it drives me crazy. And then there is another time that I was in this program and somebody wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing or following the rules or whatever. And it didn't affect me, had no effect on what I did whatsoever, but it bothered me. Why? I'm trying to figure that out. Why does it bother me when other people do things that aren't quite right? Like, was it the way I was raised? Because I was raised to be perfect. Everything had to be perfect. So is that why when other people don't do things perfect, it bothers me? Because I know I'm still not perfect. I'm not perfect. I make my mistakes. But I am a little OCD. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the OCD. That's as far as the parking on the grass thing would be OCD. But why do I care if somebody is still wearing the same hairstyle for 20, 30 years? Why? It doesn't matter to me. And what's with all these companies using initials all of a sudden? It's not Weight Watchers anymore. It's WW. Like, is saying the word weight, that you're watching your weight, is that an offensive term now? Because, I mean, that's what you're doing, right? You're trying to lose some weight. You're not trying to lose some W. You're trying to lose some weight. So where are all these things coming from? WW. Oh my gosh, we can't talk about how somebody might be overweight. Or KFC. It's no longer Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's KFC. Because heaven forbid they should admit that their chicken is fried. Yeah, like we think their chicken is really baked. No, we gotcha, people. We know it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. Don't try and tone it down by saying KFC. Or is it just that people are too lazy? I can't say the whole thing. Weight Watchers. It's WW. Actually, WW is harder to say, I think. But Kentucky Fried Chicken versus KFC, yeah, that one makes a big difference, I suppose. But I don't know. Things are getting ridiculous these days. Okay, that's just something I've been thinking about. And another thing I'm learning, I'm sorry, it might go back to the COVID, but I don't know. That it's okay to ask for help for myself, such as having somebody come in to clean my house. It's okay to do that. I don't have to do it all myself. I've noticed you don't realize what your spouse or your partner, how much they actually do. I mean, you notice it, you realize it when they're doing it, you notice it and you're thankful for it. But when they can't do those things any longer and you have to pick up the slack and you do everything for both of you, yeah, that makes a difference. That really makes a difference. Because just for instance, Tom used to feed the dogs. Now I have to feed the dogs. And it's like, it's no big deal, right? It takes 5 minutes each morning and each night, no big deal. But you don't realize that, they took care of that. And Tom also used to mop my floors, which was a huge deal because I hate mopping. So thank goodness for these cleaning girls that are going to come and help me out. But yeah, you don't realize. And, Tom would make a meal once in a while. He would help clean up. And now it's all on me. I'm not complaining. I don't want it to sound like that whatsoever. I am not complaining. I am just noticing how much things change. How nice it is, I guess, when you have a partner that helps you with all of these things. So my husband, Tom, took care of a lot of the car stuff for me too. Like he would get the oil changed. He would go take my car out and get it washed. And now that's stuff that I'm needing to do. And it's not like I'm not capable. It's just, it was nice. It was sweet that he was able to do that. And he liked being able to do that. And I'm sure he is going to get back to the point where he can still go do that stuff. But it's just, it's just the little things that add up. Like I was doing laundry today, right? And sometimes I actually fold his clothes for him, but sometimes I don't, and he folds them himself and puts them away. But now I'm having to fold them and put them away. Yeah, like I said, it's little things that you don't realize how much the other person actually does. You just kind of take it for granted, I suppose. And even sometimes he would run to the store with it for me if I needed something or I just didn't feel like going to the store. He would go instead. He was a pretty good shopper. He didn't always get exactly what I needed, but he's a pretty good shopper. So and that was pretty handy too. And I'm putting clothes away. My husband hangs his jeans in the closet. He doesn't fold them and put them in the dresser, which I found very interesting. So, is that normal? Do a lot of you guys hang your jeans in the closet? And why do you hang your jeans instead of put them in a drawer? You don't really get folds in them out. Maybe if you leave them in there for years, I suppose. But I just found that odd that jeans are hung in the closet. And his sweatpants. Guys, his sweatpants are hanging in the closet too. Hanging. Like, you don't want to wrinkle those sweatpants. Anyway, enough making fun of my sweet, sweet husband. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't going to talk COVID. This isn't really talking COVID though. It's talking about the people in your life. The people in your life that will reach out and help you when you need it. I have friends that have helped us with meals. Family, that helped bring us back from South Dakota when we would, I don't know, for all I know, we would still be there unless I was brave enough to drive that 40-foot RV home. Family that will take time out of their lives to come out and help out. Yeah, appreciate the people that are in your lives. Appreciate them. Appreciate how much they love you, how much they really love you. And tell people how much you love them. I know for Tom, it has been the past couple days, we've had some good talks with different friends. And as much as, or as hard as it is for him to talk with his breath, he has enjoyed those visits so much. I mean, he might not talk so much as well as listen, which is probably good for him, because I don't know if some of you all know Tom, he is a talker, so maybe it's good for him to listen for a change. He might hear a different perspective, maybe learn something, I don't know, but he has really enjoyed visiting with people. He is not used to being stuck in this house, sitting in the same 4 spots, watching the same TV shows. Tom is a doer. He likes to get out and do stuff. So being able to talk to people on the outside, I'm doing air quotes just in case talk to people on the outside has been really, really nice for him. And And he truly appreciates all the people in his life also. I made a Facebook post about the struggles he's going through, and so asking people to pray for him and send their good vibes. And we've got over 200 people that are now praying for him. And that is awesome. That is so cool. So, okay, I wasn't going to talk about that stuff. Dang it. But I can't help it. It's impressive. I don't know if impressive is the word. I'm just thankful. That's what it is. I am thankful for those people in our lives. As y'all know who have listened to this podcast before, I am an actress who, with this stuff, not much has been going on acting-wise, but I have been keeping up with my Tuesday night acting classes. And I have felt like I have just, because there has been so much other stuff on my mind that I've been worrying about, and plus being tired and lethargic myself, that I haven't been feeling like I've been doing very good in my classes. Now, I don't know if you've listened to my podcast before, but my coach, Amy Linden, is a tough coach. If you're not doing a good job, she will kick you out and say, you go work on it, practice it, you come back at the end of class and you try it again. And then if you still don't get it, she's going to make you save it for the next week and try it again. So you'll have a whole other week to practice it. Anyway, I have been feeling like I have not been doing good at all because of all this other stuff going on in my life. And I sent Amy an email and I said, because she knows what I'm going through. I said, thanks for being easy on me. And she wrote me back and she said, I haven't been being easy on you. You've been doing some hard scenes. And that really made me feel good, because I thought about it and I thought, you know what? She's right. It's my classes are finally starting to work. Things that I would have found so difficult a few months ago are getting easier for me. So it's not that she was being easy on me. It's that ding, ding, ding. I'm finally getting it. I'm finally getting through. Or she's finally getting through, one of it. In any case, it's getting better. So now, hopefully, I just need to get some auditions coming in and book some roles. As long as Tom is healthy, and maybe I'll get to do something. You know, there's some background stuff I could be doing right now. There's a movie shooting right over in the city near us, and I could do background, but I don't feel like I should take away from Tom right now just to do background. I mean, not that, okay. Don't attack me. There's nothing wrong with background. I've done background. I love doing background. That's how I got into acting. It's because it was so interesting. I love being on set, even if it is background. But, okay, I don't know even where I was going with that, other than, that would be overextending myself again. So for now, unless something big comes along, I will continue to do my Tuesday night classes, and every Friday, I get my scene for the week, and I find out who I get to be this week, which this week is a doctor, by the way, just in case you want to know. And Tuesday night, I get to be that doctor. I'll just enjoy it and have fun and do the best I can. And if Amy yells at me, that's okay, because it wouldn't be the first time. Going back to the friends thing, do you have good friends that you can talk to about anything? Hopefully you do, because those are the kind of friends everybody needs, at least one that you can just call up and you can talk to about anything. You know, and then there are the friends that you can talk to about anything, but you might not have seen them for a couple months or something. Like, I have a good friend in Montana. Hi, Peggy. I don't know if you listen to these podcasts, but hi. And we might not see each other or even talk to each other for months at a time. But when we get together, it's like no time has passed. We just pick up right where we left off. You know, talking about our lives, talking about our kids, what's going on. Those are good friends to have. And I have another friend who I talk to about anything and everything. And she doesn't live here either. So we talk by a text or message or phone calls, whatever. And we talk about funny things, political things, heartfelt things, any of that. And I just hope that you all have a friend like that too. And I'm bringing this up because I just talked to my friend Kathy today, who always makes me smile. I call her my wise old owl because she is actually a life coach, and she tells it like it is. She doesn't yell at me like my acting coach. She tells it like it is, though. I mean, she gives me great advice. And it's just, I don't know why I'm on this. I'm feeling a little mushy about my friends right now, I guess. But anyway, I love my friends. I hope you all have good friends like that too, that you can talk to, and they can talk to you too. Don't forget to reciprocate. Listen to them too. Find out what they're going through. I think I've been rambling on long enough here. I know it's not the normal time that I usually spend, but it's just been rambling, with my thoughts going crazy. But I think my takeaway from today is it is never too late to appreciate the people in your life. All of them. So don't take anyone for granted. You never know what's going to happen. Appreciate all the people in your life. Until next time, have a great week.